Hi, you're watching Dante's Boxing Nation. Woo!
Evander, when you moved up from cruiserweight to heavyweight, you fought a lot of guys that are obviously much bigger than you. Now it's like the era of super heavyweights where they're 6'6", 6'7", and so forth. If you were active today and not in the Hall of Fame, how would you fight those guys?
Well, I fight the same way. The thing is that big guys can do things that you can't do, but you can do something that big guys. I'm talking life, and that's what life is all about. It ain't nothing ever equally match. You know, just because the fact is all, you don't know how somebody else came up. See, people didn't know how I came up. I came up with everybody bigger than me and all this, so I had to do it all the time. So you know what? It wasn't no problem. So you know, it's the whole big thing is that you don't want to lose. You don't want nobody's reputation to beat you. But it means that you think about how good it is, so you don't do nothing. You so cautious that the fans don't even like to fight. Because you know, you didn't come do nothing they wouldn't do. Anybody can come in a fight and say, oh, I'm not gonna make it. Man, you can't fight and thinking about the mistake you make. You just gotta make adjustments.
Evander, to piggyback on what you just said, you fought bigger fighters. I remember Riddick Bowe, 30 pounds bigger than you. Now you have fighters like Golovkin, and some fans say he should stay at middleweight. Some fans or media members, they say he should move up and look for tougher challenges, fight bigger guys. What would you do in that situation if that was you?
My one is quite different, you know, because it's not like I was 165.
Yeah,
and like this,
you didn't have a choice.
Yeah, ain't have no choice. Once you get past 175, you're gonna be in cruiserweight. If you get thinking back after cruiserweight, they wasn't getting cruiserweight no money. You know, I remember the question I asked them. I'm cruiserweight undisputed champion. You know what I got for my fight? $200,000 a fight. I said, well, how can I sell the place out? Mike Tyson sell the place out. He get $2 million. They said, cause you're a cruiserweight. I moved up.
You moved up.
I moved up because the fact of the matter is that, you know, what's the difference? I'm bringing speed. I'm bringing speed and techniques to a game to bigger guys who don't use that. And so that's what I know I bring it to the game. You know, so this is what, you know, the risk is that when these big guys catch you the wrong way.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, that's part of it too, but you know what? That's what faith is all about, taking chances and being the very best you can be.
Evander, you came out from the 1984 Olympic team, great Olympic team, lots of great skilled American fighters. Do you see today, because looking at the landscape for me, I don't see a heavyweight today that can move, box, and still fight on the inside and do a lot of the skillful things that heavyweights of the past could do. Do you think there's been a drop-off in the skill in terms of the heavyweight today compared to your time?
Well, it's a drop. Yeah, of course, it's a drop-off. It's a drop-off in the amateur program. You know, see, people don't understand what made kids stay in that program back then. They put boxing on Wild Worlds of Sports, and they showing all they just say United States against the world. If we fought Canada, if we fought anybody, we fought in the world. And they got the big company into putting this money in the amateur program. And with me as a kid, when I was 12 and 13, I seen people 17 to 18 on TV, and they boxing. And you know, actually, you thought you got on TV, you was a star. So you know what? I stayed in the amateur program, and I made sure that I was gonna win one of them medals and represent my neighborhood and tell people that, you know, cause people don't realize it was Leon Spinks and Michael Spinks, one that kind of inspired me, because you know what? They from the ghetto, and everybody say, oh, you know, it's people in the ghetto who don't have the same advantage that other people have. But what they could do, they could fight, and you know, and they were two brothers, and both of them in the Olympics, both of them gold medal, and you know, I kind of felt that I could do it, because you know, I had people say, you know, y'all too dumb to be champion. You can't do nothing. But you know, back at that time, you had Leon Spinks, but then you had Rocky too. They said Rocky was the white boy who everybody thought was crazy, but he won too. So it inspired people. Anytime something like come on TV, it's inspiring somebody out there who don't have the money, who don't have the means, don't have the education that other people have. But you know, what you do have, you have the will. So when kids have the will and have people to talk to them and let them know that you can make it too, everybody's talent is not in the same area.
So you think it's a lack of focus on the amateurs right now that's hurting?
Of course it is. It hurt the program when you don't show boxing. You don't show boxing in a prime time where little kids to watch. What kid is stand up 12 o'clock or 1 o'clock watching boxing? Then it's pay-per-view. If you ain't got no money, then that means that none of the poor kids gonna be able to see it.
Yeah.
Only thing they gonna hear somebody talking about it, then they talk about it, they ain't gonna hold on to it. But if they see it on TV, they say, oh man, I could do this.
To piggyback off of that then, do you think, because I remember when I was a kid growing up, boxing was on channel, I'd go on NBC, ABC, in the afternoon, that's how I fell in love with the sport. So do you think that boxing needs to go back to maybe being shown in the afternoons?
Of course, you know, see, you gotta understand what happened in boxing. Most people follow boxing as people who are poor. You got, in all race car drivers, all these tough sports, you're gonna so who do it help? So the whole big thing is that at that time it was Howard Cosell. It was Howard Cosell baby. Because it was his baby, he ran the whole program. So you know what? He compete with everybody. And, you know, they said, man, how in the world boxing gonna compete with football? They did at the time I came up. They showed with football. Matter of fact, I boxed in and I opened it up for football. Before every Super Bowl, they had me 2 times before the Super Bowl. People asked me, how you get popular? How the ABC contract? So if didn't nobody give me the opportunity when nobody know. Everybody said, hey, everybody know you around the world. I was on ABC television. Everybody had ABC and in other countries and stuff like that. So, you know, as somebody got to really love the program, is the one got the picture. They don't even put none of the fighters on the Olympics. That way, I didn't even see no Olympic boxing harder.
Yeah.
Everybody used to know who made the Olympic team. Because everybody used to know that these guys who make the Olympic team are the ones that gon' be winning. And so we got to come back and say, look, we got to let people know who's coming. Because don't nobody want to just pay some pay-per-view for somebody they don't know. But when everybody's trying, you ask everybody, they say, well, man, we watch you doing the Olympics, man. We watch you do the Olympics. We watch you. We knew you were going to be it. And I did, and I did. Talk the fact of the matter.
Hey, last thing for me, welterweights, Errol Spence, Keith Thurman, Danny Garcia, Sean Porter, who you see going the furthest in the welterweight division?
Well, you know, man, it's just about opinion, man. You got to put people in there and let them fight each other. I don't care. I'm telling you, somehow, everybody always said, you fought everybody. I said, well, yeah. They said, why? I said, I wanted to know who the best was. I said, so if you want to know the best, you got to fight the best. And so the whole thing, and that's what the whole game of boxing about. And you know, I kind of like how UFC is. It don't make no difference how many times the guy lose. They good fighters. Everything. They putting them on. I'm saying styles may fight, but because styles may fight, at any given time, that guy fight the guy with the wrong style, he can beat that guy. So this is what it is. Styles may fight. I'm telling you, you're not a loser because you fought a style it didn't work. You know, you come back and see that you make adjustment. I'm very popular because I make adjustment. Okay, then you got me on that. I didn't know that. I go back and make adjustment. I can beat you. You got some people, they ain't gonna give you a chance either. You know, some people ain't gonna give you a chance because the game of boxing is say, okay, you know, how did you get there? Somebody gave you a chance. I'm saying, you know what? Till you beat a champ, you ain't no champ. Till you beat a champ. Now, it's anybody's opinion. I'm good. Everybody's supposed to say they're good. You know, okay, then you give somebody a chance. Get in there. This is not champion made.
Do you think boxers today are too worried about protecting their undefeated record
or a winning streak?
Right.
Well, it's not about that because they don't supposed to control it. control what you gonna do in the WBA. I'm telling you something, how you gonna put it on the fighter? You know what I'm saying? The point of the matter is that your rules and regulations are supposed to change because somebody's good. You know what? These are the rules and regulations. If you don't fight these, you don't fight by these things, then we gonna take our belt.
The WBC tried to force Canelo to fight Golovkin. That didn't work.
He lost the belt though.
Yeah, they took the belt.
Okay, then. But you know, then that should speak in volume to you know what? Being all that you think you is, that you have to lose your belt because you won't fight the next guy that's in line. I'm saying that's what boxing is all about. You know, I'm saying people don't realize life is about taking chances. You put yourself in a chance that somebody can beat you. But who in the world in life won everything anyway? Shoot. If I tell the people, I said, man, they called me crybaby as a kid. I cried about everything. I got beat in everything. But I just didn't quit. Because I didn't quit, I become the only man ever been heavyweight champion 4 times. But you know, it didn't look that way because but I was mad and all that, getting beat up. You know, but the point of the matter is that life is about adjustment. Do you quit? And so the whole big thing is just like I tell the people when in this event with this what this thing they get ready to induct me into Hall of Fame. So they get ready to induct me into that. The only thing I can tell them is, look, man, I just didn't quit. My mama told me if you don't quit, you eventually get to your destination. And that's what it's all about. You don't say change it up for me to make it. No. You just don't quit. You keep working. And that's, you know, if you're going to inspire people to be better, you can't duck. I ain't got to go through that. If you don't go through that, then you're not going to be qualified to be able to talk to somebody and tell them the truth. You're going to be full of a lot of lies. But the only one way you can get there is not quit. Go through whatever you need to go through, and you know, we eventually get it.
Who's the toughest guy you ever fought?
Well, I fought a lot tough of them. A lot of them tough. You know, but the harder, I think, the white Muhammad Kwawe. I'm like, shoot. I lost 15 pounds in fighting that guy trying to keep him off of me. You know, I'm just a guy by himself. Yeah, guy. You know, but it was just my 12th professional fight, and they threw me in there with this guy, and I'm like, I wasn't gonna not fight him because.
But he had how many fights then? 12?
12. That was my 12th professional fight. Wow. Never been number 8 rounds. They talking about 15 round night. You know, for 1 hour. That fight ended up 1 hour. Man, I lost 15 pounds in that fight.
How you do it?
Huh? I just didn't quit. I prayed and then quit.
And George Foreman was a harder puncher than Mike Tyson?
Well, I wouldn't say he's the hardest puncher than Mike Tyson, but he hit me one time, and my feet froze up like this, and I've never been hit like that before, and I remember coming back to the corner, asking did he knock all my teeth out. They say, you all right? And you know, when somebody just tell you all right real quick, you may not be all right.